It's Nick's Shorts BB Remix, and this is where I'll explore the social dynamic of Big Brother through videos and shorts. I capture live footage between the house guests before "You are not allowed to talk about production" comes over the loudspeaker. Each week, look for brand new videos, so make sure you subscribe to my channel so you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video, and be sure to comment to say hello.
Hey, morning. Do you mind if I borrow that granola that we did?
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
there's none left, so I figured
Wow.
you haven't gotten up better bit.
It's just so warm and cozy.
Yeah, I can imagine. Did you hear?
Sleep?
Huh?
Everyone sleep?
Yeah, like, I don't think anybody's actually up outside of Michael and Terrence.
Yes, that's odd.
Yeah, everybody else is just sort of slumped. But you know they woke us up earlier, right? Did they say 10 something?
Yeah, 10:50.
10:50. So, I think what we expected is happening. I think the double's coming. Because if they're waking us up an hour early, then there's got to be an hour of
Something else.
Yeah, something else. And Terrence said that he heard a lot of movement.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
What the small things I've been able to hear back there, it's crazy.
He thinks something's happening in the have-not room. It's like directly above us.
Oh, I've heard nothing but footsteps.
Oh, really?
Like it's been loud.
Oh, man.
So I mean, that'd be cool, but
Yeah. So maybe this week could be
unless
something-
he's talking about our footsteps.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it could be. But I'm thinking either like a power sort of competition could be happening, or it's a double.
Good game.
Because
I used to assume that ever since we did that field trip for Pie Fest, that any of the special powers or like a special room would be another
somewhere
field
else.
trip. Yeah.
That's a
Maybe
good point.
they could change the have-not room into something else, but with Kyle and Alyssa going off to the have-naughty room, I don't know if they want to get rid of that yet. So
That's a very good point. Gives me their privacy.
oh, they have it.
What time do you go to sleep?
Maybe 20 minutes or so after you guys.
Oh, okay.
Just like took my everything off and got in bed. Felt real grateful after the whole everything. It was a really good goodbye, good night message. The picture we got was awesome.
Yeah. I wonder what if Michael put that away? I wonder if Michael put that away.
Put what away?
The camera.
Oh no, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, remember I went to the DR after. Because
Oh,
Alyssa came up.
right, the DR. Got it. Oh, it was your last night in the HOH room?
I got to spread out. I could roll around as much as I want.
You actually sleep in the middle of the bed?
So this time I did.
Oh, nice.
I
Okay.
usually pick a side.
Yeah.
But when you're chained to someone for 2 nights, it's nice to...
Yeah.
Like, ah,
Now you
I want
appreciate
an
it.
angle.
Yeah. Yeah, I always just stuck to my one side.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's easier. I gotta get the lights on, I gotta do everything over here, but... No, it was nice to move more center this time.
Yeah. That was good that we got together last night, you know.
No matter how times we had to readjust and remaneuver.
What's that?
No matter how times we had to remaneuver so we could get together.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then, after today, there'll be one less person who's going to be pulling up on us all.
Yeah.
But I kind of wonder if, like, they realize, I mean, I know they think that Joe is playing a double agent or whatever, but Kyle's up here every night, you know. It's like 6 without Joe, so
Yeah.
I don't know what they're thinking. But again, another pivotal HOH.
Oh my god. We just have to get the next 3. And one of them, like, one has to be a double. So we just have to get the next couple.
Yeah.
We should be okay, but it's just a matter of doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think something's happening.
So if they win, the only person that would send one of their own home would be Terrence sending Alyssa home. Maybe. But that's...
Yeah, it's a stretch, but...
Yeah.
He said it, but
I don't trust that.
as much as he talks about wanting a big target out, I think he's even put it out there like, oh, you know, Taylor was smart. She would have put you and Michael up. I was like, oh. Thanks for telling me what you would do.
Right. Thank you for sharing.
Mm-hmm. I honestly can't trust a word that comes out of that man's mouth about game.
You definitely cannot. Jasmine, though.
No.
You know, we'll take the shot we have as they arise. But obviously I have big reason to want Alyssa gone, but then I have a lot of reason to want Jasmine gone. We'll just see how it plays out.
Yeah.
At this point, they'll go as they go, as long
Yeah.
as we're still here.
Yeah, I mean, if I win HOH, I'll put both of them up in a heartbeat,
Yeah.
you know. And then one of them comes down, Terrence goes up, but...
Not before Terrence.
yeah. He's going to be packing his bag and then unpacking and... I mean,
I want to remind him, just pack one t-shirt today.
Yeah.
But hey, buddy, don't stress.
We're going to be right back.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he's got to be at least happy. I know he's probably not happy about his position in the game, but he's got to be at least happy that he gets to stay longer and be a part of the show for longer.
He's here till the jury. Neither of us were supposed to make it this far.
Very cool.
So,
Very,
I don't know. The party last night was just like, you can say it, we see the screen every day, the memory wall every day, but to celebrate making it halfway is like, wow. And seeing who's not here, woo!
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, because we've pretty much, I'd say the two main people are Nicole and Amira.
Yeah.
The ones really running the game at one point. Which is so odd because I think the first week when things were happening and people were talking amongst themselves, like, I thought Amira was like, you know, the quiet horse or whatever have you. Like, everybody was saying, oh, she's very smart. And I didn't really know her like that, you know, but I was like, okay, she's, you know, sounds cool. And Nicole was just like all over the place doing everything. But again, like, never really talked game or whatever. And I think the two of them had their conversations. Amira was doing a lot of stuff on the low, you know, that people didn't know about. And then Nicole probably the same. And then the second week, it all came to light, you know.
Within 1 week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy how shit moves so fast here.
Yeah.
And even still learning stuff that I had no idea about. Like, when Joseph said last night that he went to the bathroom and saw Amira crying, shaking, throwing up. I'm not laughing at that. But, like...
You didn't know about that?
No, I had no idea.
Oh, man.
No
I thought we had laid all that stuff out. Yeah, that was a big red flag.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but, I mean, she never showed emotion. But that little bit of emotion, she showed all of her cards right there. We pretty much knew what the deal was. But... I don't know, it kind of brings me back to, like, the first week, like, when you told me that stuff about Paloma. Like, again, like, I just want to apologize, because, like, I think in that moment, it was so easy, especially since, like, I had walked in with Paloma and all of them, like, Kyle and Jasmine, to just assume, like, yo, like, we've been talking throughout this period, like, I wouldn't have any suspicion of, you know, her working with anybody else.
Yeah.
But since it was, like, the first time we had been talking game, like, it just felt like, oh, I don't know if I can believe this.
Yeah.
Like, let me go back to her and ask her about it. And honestly, it still could have been believable, but the way that she blew it up afterwards, like, the writing was sort of on the wall that, like, she was clearly upset with you about you telling me the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, you know, everybody, I guess she convinced everybody in the house to sort of believe that narrative that, oh, Taylor's like talking shit about Paloma when actually you were just telling the truth.
Literally like, hey. I swear to you, when you watch it back,
Yeah.
I mean, you were there. It was literally like, hey, just so you know, like, they're nervous you're gonna do something, and like, don't worry about it. Like, everyone's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel like an idiot.
It's okay.
But,
it's okay.
Yeah, you know, you need to get humbled every now and then.
I mean, look, it happened to me plenty of times here, so.
But then to see, like, now, like, still how tight the three girls are and how they're trying to hold each other, like, stay loyal to one another.
Yeah, when they have
it just shows that girl's thing was
never
definitely
gonna go far.
Definitely a thing. Yeah.
Definitely a thing too. It's just so crazy to hear that it was even like excluded Nicole at first.
Yeah. It was weird because I think Amira knew that Nicole had a relationship with Daniel and Terrence. But for some reason, I feel like Nicole knew about it. Like, my week of HOH, I think was very telling because Indy, Alyssa, and Jasmine, all three came up to me at separate times without me asking, without me saying anything about Nicole, saying they didn't trust Nicole. And I'm like, all right. And then when I go and tell Nicole that information, she runs back to them and tells all three of them, apparently. But then they're still working together after that. Like,
right.
Do they think that I would make that shit up? No, because they knew they told me that. So the fact that they had planted those seeds, I think it was like, and it's just crazy how wild of a manipulation that is, but like they were planting seeds to see if I would, you know, do something about Nicole. And unfortunately, they didn't know that I would do something that week, but they thought I was dumb enough to not make a move that week after,
right.
You know.
Why would that make any sense?
Right.
Wow.
I mean, Indy straight up in this room told me, yeah, I think Nicole's going to come after you next week, but get rid of Taylor this week. I said,
which is hilarious because when she came up here, when I put her up this week, remember what I told you, she said, Indy said, I'm the one that told Monte that Nicole and Daniel were coming after you, Taylor, and I'm the one that told Monte that there was something fishy about it and that they were really going after Taylor the whole time. And I was like, okay. She goes, I protected you so many times in this game that you don't know about, and I just didn't tell you about it because we didn't have a relationship. I was like, sure. Okay.
And that's why, like, you know, when Joe and Michael say, like, oh, you know, they have a relationship with her and they're going to feel some sort of way, like, I kind of knew that Indy was playing the game just as much as anybody when she lied about that. And then even now, she continuously says, oh, I've been so honest with you. I've always had your back. I'm like, yo, you're just digging yourself
at
more.
This point,
now I just feel no attachment to you leaving.
Home Depot's out of shovels.
Yeah.
People here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and they just don't have to do it, but they do it, you know? And that's why, like I tend to stay quiet around them because I just know that I can't BS that well.
That's the thing.
We're not that good at it.
Oh.
But,
Wow.
oh, well.
Here we are.
Oh, well.
That'd be crazy if a double was today.
I think
That's Big Brother.
they're going to expedite the process.
I mean, it's been slow.
Yeah.
We've created a lot of our own drama.
So
So when that doesn't happen for a week and a half, it feels very slow.
yeah, we're gonna have to buckle up. You know, like we have to make sure we focus and stuff. Well, you not necessarily, but
I'll be ready for a veto, potentially for a double.
yeah. I still just don't try not to stress over these things because you just don't know.
You don't know. You
Yeah,
can't
what the
prep.
hell it
Just
could
gotta
be.
be ready in the moment. Get some sleep, eat well.
Which we None of us did.
No.
We did not sleep well. We did not
We
eat well
ate
last
pizza
night.
all last night.
Pizza, mochi,
It's tasty
bonbons.
mochi. Lots of bonbons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
It's
why
fine.
I'm taking it light this morning.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my nectarine, my yogurt, my water. Maybe get on the bike.
Yeah. If we have time.
But doubles are live. They don't start the show earlier.
Don't think so.
I mean, they would tell us if it was like a special 2-hour show, and we would know.
I think they would, yeah.
Do you think they wouldn't tell us until today?
It could be possible. Taylor, I don't know.
You're like, I don't know, just be ready, just in case.
I really don't know how this works. I mean, and honestly, we could be overthinking it. And
We overthink everything.
yeah. And
We guess and guess and guess until we're right for finally 1 week. I knew it!
Mhm.
We've been guessing for the same 3 weeks, but okay.
Like, this could all just be so that they can have more time to get the drum set out, and the guitar, or whatever.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That would make more sense.
Yeah. Because that's going to be... I mean, I don't think they would have Indy playing that in the middle of the live show. That would kind of suck. And then she walks out the door. Yeah, that would be... I mean, even the veto ceremony
Yeah.
was kind of fucked up.
I knew it was
She's
going to
like,
happen,
"Luther,"
though.
and then
Like,
she stayed right on the block. Yeah.
Was it Punkaroo or Loser we were singing?
I think she was singing Losers. Yeah. So,
Oh my god.
she had a rough day.
She's had a rough week.
Yeah.
She did not deserve to have this week be her rough week.
Yeah.
But you know,
Not to that extent.
you're not to that. No, not to that extent.
No.
Wow.
I mean, nobody's...
Michael just walked over, but he's already been up.
Yeah, well, he's, I think he got called to the ER.
He did. Today's gonna be tough for him and Joseph.
Mm-hmm. You know.
You're gonna be a strong social player. Humbled.
Yeah, well, you know, it came with time.
Eventually.
Yeah, it definitely came with time.
That was funny though.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's gonna be really funny watching all that stuff back, what you say, thinking about coming in, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then reality.
Yeah.
Oh man. What were you gonna say?
No, I can't remember. But I'm just thinking about, like, what I thought I was going to be doing coming into this. It's just weird, because, like, what I said last night about, like, having this concern that I wasn't going to be able to read people the right way, that was a real concern. And, like, thankfully, Kyle was around, Joe was around to sort of, like, help piece things together. Mm-hmm. And then everybody sort of, like, realized the same. Like, even Brittany, like, you know, her being on the inside of, like, yeah, there's this girls thing happening, and they're definitely doing something, you know, and us piecing all that info together, because if it wasn't for them, I would have had no clue.
Yeah.
For the most part, I probably would have just been chasing my tail on a lot of things, wondering why they're doing stuff, but to have, like, the confirmation of stuff, I just really feel blessed. Thank God for Alyssa. Oh, man, that girl, she has been as much of a part of this alliance as anybody.
Made it happen.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then, like, also, thankfully, that all of us have, and not everybody, but the majority of us have had an HOH under our belt.
Yeah.
You know? We've all come through clutch. Like, Turner last minute beating Amira.
That was wild.
Yeah. And
I thought I was done when Turner won. I was like, well, the girls are shot. And we were, but that was a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. You were thinking from, like, the girls' perspective, like, oh, man, like, these dudes are going to try to run the house. And it's like, no, like, we actually need your help, too. You know? And then my week, I beat out Nicole, and then Michael beat out Daniel for the most part. And then you beat out Indy. Like, it was all very necessary.
Michael's HOH was, watch your step.
Mm-hmm. Mind your step. It's mind your step. Yeah.
Mind your step, thank you. Not Poochapalooza.
Yeah, they called it Poochapalooza at the beginning.
So many times.
Yeah. So, But
BB
mind
Fest,
your
Pooch Palooza, mind your step.
step. Yeah. A lot
Okay.
going on there. Yeah. How you feel? I feel like I'm getting decent with like the days and when things happen in competitions.
I had to keep running that a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can keep up with what the days are currently.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously counting back 7 is pretty easy when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
HOHs.
Mm-hmm.
And I know like who won vetoes when they won vetoes, who won HOHs when they won HOHs.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to make sure I know the actual number day.
Yeah.
But that's not going to come until, frankly, the last 2 weeks of the game.
Mm-hmm.
When they say like, what day did this happen?
Yeah.
Before that, any quiz is going to be like, okay, well, who won 4 vetoes?
Yeah.
Who was the first female HOH?
Mm-hmm.
Or something like, who was the second female HOH? Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's the type of questions they'll be throwing at us.
Mm-hmm.
Days aren't going to come in line until the end.
Yeah. That's a good point.
And even then, that comp is, you've seen that comp, like you drop a ball down a ramp and you have to slide it to the right or the left.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you know the day,
You still got to get it right.
yeah, you still got to get close to
perform.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
This game.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like everything that they've done in the past, like they might do some version of it, but it's gonna be unique.
The
Just
only
based
thing
on
that's
everything.
been pretty spot on is the wall.
The wall comp. Yeah.
Everything else has been new or revamped or something like that, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to do the same stuff over and over.
Yeah.
But you know, you also can't prepare, so.
Right. It sort of is what it is.
Even OTA was about comp names instead of wins,
Mm-hmm.
which is a little different.
Mm-hmm. Because usually it's like the name of people who
Yeah.
won or how many times they played in the veto, all that sort of shit. And it's usually later, I remember.
Yeah.
But,
Here we are.
yep.
I cannot believe you even like dropped a hint to me when we talked about it at the upper pool table about who you could tell was on the outside of this whole girls thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fuck you. Okay.
Yeah. I just don't know why. I guess, I mean, you know, they felt like you saying that to me, like, put you at a distance, and then maybe Brittany, like, she was fighting for her life with the whole backstage, so, you know, like.
So was Alyssa though.
Yeah. But see, I don't know, like, it's just weird, like, how people get socially exiled because of, you know, saying the truth. You know what I mean? And I guess it's just like.
And maybe that's the game. I mean, if I'm blowing up their shit, then okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Taylor, please put on your microphone.
Oh, damn, you haven't had it on this whole time?
no. But the one right here.
Oh,
that's
it's
a lot of
catching. Yeah.
work. Joseph and I didn't put our mics on forever yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
or whenever it was that Terrence came up to talk game.
To Joseph.
Yes,
Not you.
to Joseph. Sat right there, and I was like,
Onward. Proceed.
"You want to put your headphones on?" It's very true. That man's a riot.
Yeah. But no, you were saying something about.
Oh yeah, I guess if I'm blowing up their spot without knowing, it makes sense to go after somebody. But still, it's just weird to start a girls' alliance without
Yeah.
me or Nicole.
Yeah.
But you know, man, I'm a guy's girl.
And I don't know, it's just like people get so concerned about optics more than the reality, you know? Because the reality was, like, I don't think we had even established anything or talked game for the most part. Like, you were just hanging out, you know? Which
Yes.
is completely fine for a person
Yes.
to do in a
Yes.
house.
Especially the first week, I'm like, where is there to go? Oh, there's a game upstairs? I'll go hang out there.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Please move your microphone higher.
Or like a swimsuit.
Yeah. Man, that's also, like, what frustrates me about the game is, like, I remember even when Amira was here, she kept saying, like, what's going on with you and Indy? I was like,
What?
what are you talking about? She's like, you you guys like spend a lot of time together. And I'm like, I don't know. Like,
Do you like spending time with me?
yeah, like, what am I supposed to do? Tell her no? Like,
Right.
be careful with that. I'm just like, yo, like.
You're working with you, Amira, are working with Indy.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, I really, either they are just that, like, cutthroat where they talk shit about their own, or they, like, are that manipulative where they talk shit about their own to see
the reaction, bring it back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is horrible.
And look how far I got him.
Yeah. It catches up, you know, like, bad karma definitely comes around. Like, it's just interesting that people, like, I don't know if they came in with that strategy in mind, or...
I mean, I think there's just this idea that people are like, Big Brother, I'm allowed to do this, I'm gonna do this, and da-da-da-da-da, and then people talk.
Yeah.
That's the game.
But I've seen it work, though, in past seasons.
That's what's weird.
Yeah.
Like, how are other people so afraid of talking that you let some strategy like that get all the way to the end?
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I think, sadly, like, people who are on the outside of those alliances who are doing a lot of that social manipulation, like, I think, unfortunately, they just never either get the confirmation that there's an alliance doing this, or they never piece together, like, the actual lie, and then really just don't band together at all. You know, they just get picked off one by one, and they try to band together too late.
Yeah.
And they don't win HOHs. So...
It's just so funny. The people that were exiled this season are like the people who can kick ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's so weird. Like, why would you not include those people? But I think the strategy for, like, Amira and them, like, I think they truly wanted to keep, like, me, Michael, Kyle around for a certain period of time, and then drop us like flies, like, probably right about now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But they wanted to get rid of Joseph, Turner, of course, Pooch. They wanted to get rid of those guys because I think they didn't want any sort of, like, guys thing to form. And it was, again, just all based off of optics. Like, you know, Pooch was running around trying to start alliances with 50 different people, you know, but, like, none of it was like throw your hands in the middle and raise them and call it
we're
this.
really in for this. It was just, okay, we're talking good, let's go.
Yeah, that was his game, you know? Like, so, at the end of the day, you could always see Pooch coming, and that's why, like, I was just very confused when they were like, oh, yeah, we gotta get rid of Pooch. I was like, oh, all right, I guess, you know, like,
yeah.
That was weird.
Weird choice, but they did it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't me that week, so...
Well, no, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad that it happened.
Yeah.
Because if it didn't happen, then...
None of us would be here.
None of us would be here. It would be a really, really odd situation. And it was so weird because, like, Amira, the way she would talk about you, like, staying, she'd be like, all right, so next target's this upcoming week, I'm thinking... I think she would even throw out Brittany's name. She would throw out Indy, right? But then she wouldn't even mention you. And it's weird because I was like, oh, like, you know, forgot about Taylor. And then she would be like, oh yeah, she'll be fine. And I think it's because she thought that, like, you would be on the outskirts and would be pretty much pawned, like the way that freaking Terrence is being pawned at the moment. And thought that, like, oh yeah, like, since she doesn't have any allegiance to anybody, like, you know, she's not a concern. And I was just like, this is weird, like, how this is all coming together, because, you know, if you're working with somebody, like, just say it, you know? But I don't know if she ever really had, like, true game talks with you, though.
No.
Not once.
Not a single time.
That's interesting.
Not at all.
Yeah.
The one time, it was right before Pie Fest started, she was sitting next to me, and she goes, if I win... it's like we're going after Pooch and you're going to be the pawn. And I was like, what? And she goes, you're going to be fine. You're completely fine. Don't worry about it. But if I win, like, Pooch is going home. You're completely safe. And I was like,
oh, wow.
Oh!
She said it before Pie Fest.
We were sitting there.
Wow.
Before the buzzer went off. Why do you think I false started? I said, oh! I was like, oh, word. I'm winning this. And then I didn't. But it's fine.
Yeah. Wow, so she told you that before then.
Literally whispered it to me, and I was like, okay.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was definitely her idea.
Yeah. She literally said, like, go for it. Like, definitely, like, go for the win. I wish you luck. I was like, oh, fuck you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was very cutthroat.
Play the game. Like, I'm sure the fans love her because she's cutthroat. I wouldn't be shocked if she was asked back for All Stars. Her only.
Her only.
Only her. Out of, the first few to go.
Yeah.
But just didn't work this season.
No.
Got found out.
No.
Played too hard, too fast.
I think she just doesn't understand, like, how people work. Like, you can't just, like, that would work with a lot of weak people. You know what I mean? Like, just bossing people around, telling them what the plan is, and not giving them any indication of where it's coming from. That doesn't work with people like me or Kyle or whomever. Like, it just doesn't work. Because if you're told something, you realize automatically, oh, I wasn't part of the conversation to come up with this idea, So, anyway.
Indy just walked in and...
Okay. Well, I'm going to do this dish.
Go do that dish.
Nice chatting with you. Should I put this back there, or I don't know?
Take it back down.
Take it back down.
Yeah, get rid of the food that's in here.
Yeah.
What else is everything else in that drawer?
Yeah, baked. Oh, yeah. Once you clear this place out. Can you put the camera on number 1?
You're good to go.
All right, cool.
Quickly.
All right, girl. I'll catch you.
See you later.
See ya.